Welcome back to the Force 9 YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Liverpool series, and in today's video we're going to play the second leg of our Cup semi-final against Chelsea, the Carabao Cup. We've got a good lead coming into the home leg, we just need to finish the job. And there's still about a week left of the January transfer window and there may still be moves, we'll wait and see. If there's not going to be a lot of action, then I think I'll play a game as well. We have another FA Cup game coming up, I think, so we'll probably play that as well if there's not a lot of activity in the transfer window. If you're enjoying the series, make sure you drop a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when it's up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. So, last game we played on the channel was the 2-0 win in the first leg at Stamford Bridge in the Carabao Cup. Belotti getting both goals there. Doing really well, so now we just need to finish the job at Anfield. And then if we can do that, we'll have a cup final in a couple of episodes' time. I played 3 games off screen, starting off with a 2-0 win against Stoke. Completely dominated the game, Stoke not having a single shot on target. We opened the scoring on 32 minutes, Philippe Coutinho getting the goal, and a decent goal at that. And we doubled the lead on the 53rd minute, Andrea Belotti continuing his good form. As I said, he took a while to get going, but he's finding his feet. And he's got a good number of goals. I think he's right up there in terms of league top scorers now, so that's good. But yeah, a great performance against Stoke. Just did the job. Last episode, we also had the FA Cup third round game against Arsenal, the home game, which ended 2-2, meaning it did go to a replay. This wasn't a live com. I showed the goals from this, and that was all. But it was a 2-2 draw. Do you want to see what happened in the replay? We won 1-0 after extra time. Daniel Sturridge getting a goal on 101 minutes. It was goalless after 90 minutes. Sanchez getting an early injury. El Neni also coming off injured. So Arsenal making 2 changes in the first half. Sessegnon was then subbed for Lacazette at half time. So Arsenal very tired going into extra time, and we took advantage, got the goal, and just played through to the end. And a 1-0 win away from home means we're into the 4th round, and we're facing Spurs, and if there's not a lot of transfer stuff today, we'll show that today as well. And finally, there's 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and John Joe Shelby getting sent off. He did that for Newcastle, 17th minute of the red card, straight red. Newcastle not at the races at all. Again, no shots on target. We were all over them. And a 3-0 win at home against Newcastle. Salah getting a first half brace. The first one coming on the 19th minute. And then the second one was 5 minutes later, making it 2-0. We completed the rout late in the game. Emre Can getting a goal on 84 minutes. But just an all-round great performance. Nothing went wrong. Everyone put in a shift. So one of the strongest performances of the season so far against lesser opposition, but just an all-round routine dominant win. Meanwhile, Man City in their most recent game failed to beat Burnley, which means that we extend our lead at the top even more. This game, I hate to say it, but it's easy. I'm seeing people getting sacked. I am here with Liverpool and I'm 16 points clear at the top of the table. I don't know how it's happening, but I love it. And we'll just keep it going. Hopefully, we can, continue our unbeaten run. We should be able to see off Chelsea in this home leg. Spurs is going to be tough, but we'll see how we go. Next episode, of course, we're going to have the Champions League knockout round. So I think what we'll do for that is definitely play the first leg. And we'll do the second leg in the following episode, I think. I don't want to play both legs and do the goals, because I think that would take up too much time in the video. So, transfer-wise, it's still been a little bit quiet. There's been offers come in. They haven't been the strongest offers. A couple of people have left the club. Then being Lazar Markovic has gone to Villarreal. £9.75 million is the fee. I would have liked a bit more, but I wasn't getting any offers higher than that. And there was wage contributions as well. I think this did have one, if I'm not mistaken. He was earning, I think, 80 grand a week for us, which is theft, really, by him. We're still paying £30,000 a week, but, most of that's off the wage bill. It's not too bad, but, that's only for a year as well, so that's fine. The other departure is John Flanagan. He's gone to Newcastle. They offered £7.5 million, but again, there's a little bit of wage contribution, but it's only 750, so it's not as much. It's over a £26,000 a week contract, so that's not as bad. Burnley were in the market for Flanagan, as were a couple of other teams, and there were some loan deals as well. But Newcastle offered the most, so that's where he's gone. Adam Lallana is still a player that I do want to get off the wage bill, and there's some MLS teams that are interested. He's transfer listed. I've had to lower the fee a little bit because the offers that are coming in just aren't high enough, but we're going to try and offer him out. And I want to try and get him off the wage bill by the end of the season. I mean, we could try and use him, but I don't see myself playing him very much. Coutinho will very much play in at number 10. Firmino can play there as well. Sometimes we won't play a cam at all. We'll play like 2 midfielders and then like a defensive midfielder. So I don't know how much he's going to get used, and you know, his value's just going down and down. So I feel like we need to cash in now and try and get as much as we can for him. We have signed one player. His name is Suat Serdar. He's from Mainz. £4.9 million for the 20-year-old German. And he is a ball-winning midfielder. I said that's the one position that we don't really have at the moment. So that's what I've gone out and got. He's not as good as he looked at first. I mean, he's still pretty decent. You know, he's got stamina and strength. His mentals are decent. But technically, he's not fantastic. So I think he's going to be more of a fringe player. Maybe a little bit of a waste of money by me. But I think when we get to the summer, we'll have a huge transfer budget and we should be able to get like a really good sort of defensive midfielder, like a really strong player. So that's what we're going to try and do. For now, you know, if we need to play him, we can, but he's there if we want him. That being said, we do have £20 million in the transfer kitty, so that could get us a decent player, or maybe more than one player, and the wage budget of 160 grand a week as well. So, you know, we might still be able to get someone with that. I mean, we could have a look at what's on the scouting list. Now, see, these guys are going to be a lot of money, so we're not really looking at people like Eric Dyer. That's going to be too much, although come the summer, might be a decent target. But we're looking down here at players like... El Nenny's on the transfer list. He's injured though. But, you know, we're looking sort of in this sort of area of players, of the ones that we're scouted at least. There's a guy called Malyshev here who's got a good rating of a 65 in terms of recommendation. He doesn't look too bad, but he's already organised a transfer in the summer. He's going to be joining Porto, so that's out of the window. I mean, the one player that keeps popping up is Jean-Michel Seri. He's joining Barcelona, so we've missed out on him. But I've seen loads of people sign him, so that's why I didn't want to go for Seri. Got Lucas Romero here from Quanjian. I feel like it's going to be a lot of money though. Well, 7.75 million for the 23-year-old. Not really the best role though. He's not scouted as a defensive midfielder. That's no help. Yeah, so I'm happy to wait until the summer. I think, you know, we're doing well. We've done well without one for half a season, so we should be fine. Let's go on with the home game against Chelsea. Now, the team is a little bit tired because the Newcastle game wasn't that long ago. But we have a couple of injury concerns, especially with defence, because both Joe Gomez and John Matip are out at the moment, leaving just Nastasic and Lovren as our only available centre-backs, which is a bit of an issue. Also, Oxlade-Chamberlain is out for a few days. He's got a knee injury. Wijnaldum is almost back from his broken leg. He'll be back in a few weeks' time. And Danny Ings is out at the moment as well, but he'll be back in a day's time. But he doesn't get used very often, so that's not a massive concern. We'll go back to Andrea Bellotti today. We started Sturridge in the next game, gave Bellotti a little bit of a rest. We're going to go with... Sadio Mane on the right-hand sides. And we're going to go with Firmino on the left. And we're going to start Adam Lallana today. I want to see something from him. You know, let's try and put him in the shop window and see if we can get some money for him. Because, I want him to do well. He hasn't really had a good game for us, but he doesn't play very often. So, this isn't a huge... Well, it is a huge game. But, you know, we've done most of the work already. As long as we can do the job at home and, you know, not lose like 3-0. That's all we've got to do, really. Chelsea with Morata, Pedro and Kennedy at the front three. Alba, Kante, Fabregas, Gertruida, I don't know him. Christensen, Luiz, Cahill and Courtois. Who's this Gertruida guy? It looks like he's just been signed like this season, and he's been signed from Feyenoord. And this is his first appearance. This is his debut. Right, I've told them not to get complacent because they need to make sure that they don't undo all that work from the first leg. So here we go, underway for the second leg. As long as we can stay professional, we'll be through to a cup final, which is great stuff. Now at the moment we're on a standard mentality, flexible shape, and these are the instructions we have at the moment. Let's get rid of a couple of these. So let's see what happens. We've got the possession at the moment. We're going to go to a control style. Hopefully we don't get hit on the break by Chelsea, but so far... Nathaniel Klein's picked up a knock and Chelsea have a free kick here and it's headed over by Morata. First chance of the game though goes to the Blues. Klein's picked up an injury. We do have both Johnny and Alexander-Arnold on the bench, so we can make a change if we need to. We'll keep an eye on him though. Here is a highlight for us. Here is Adam Lallana, and goes for Sadio Mane. And Mane does have an effort, and it's just wide. But again, that's our first chance of the game. Klein's conditioning, it's at 69 at the moment. He might be okay. But, you know, it's stuck on 69 and 70 now. I think we're going to make that change. I don't want him injured again. He's missed a lot this season with his spinal injury. We're going to bring on Trent Alexander-Arnold. I mean, so far, not a lot's happened here. We're going to ask the guys to push forward. Same number of shots. We've got plenty of the ball. Let's just change the shape to something a little bit more fluid. But possession's in our favour, but we haven't created a great deal of chances so far. Not a big deal, you know. We're in control of this tie. As long as we don't concede, that's fine. And now Belotti's picked up a knock. It's a bruised thigh. This is not going well. The injuries are starting to pile up, which isn't great. But we're going to go in a half-time goalless in this leg, but we'll still be 2-0 up on aggregate. Let's try that. There we go. That's worked. Now, right, Belotti. We're going to leave Belotti out there for now. And hopefully he doesn't get injured. Rahman's on for Pedro, so Chelsea have made a substitution. Belotti's doing okay, but again, we're just not creating a lot of chances. We're going to change something up. Let's change him to an advanced forward. We're going to make Mane an attacking winger. And Firmino's fine as he is. We're going to make Lallana attacking as well. There we go. We've got a highlight on 59 minutes have just come on. And hopefully this isn't going to be a chance for Chelsea. Here's N'Golo Kante to Cesc Fabregas. And Fabregas finds Morata, but a good tackle there by Nastasic. Now Milner to Lallana. Can we force an attack here? Belotti seems to be working okay with that thigh knock. Firmino to Chan. We've got Mane to his right. Finds Sadio Mane. And Mane still got it. Chan to Milner. Milner to Firmino. And now Moreno with a cross. And Mane in space, and Mane scores. And that is now 3-0 an aggregate. Surely no way back for Chelsea now. They've got to score 3. And then that would just be extra time as well. Red goals don't count until after extra time. So it looks like we've got this tie won. It looks like we're heading for a Carabao Cup final in a few episodes' time. So that's cool. Okay, I think we can afford to make changes now. So Belotti's going to come off. Daniel Sturridge is going to come on. Hopefully that's not in like proper injuries to Klein and Belotti. Hopefully they're going to be back very soon. But we'll see what happens here. I want to see something from Lallana. I want him to score a goal or something because it's just been very ineffective so far. Nothing's happened with him really. We've won the ball here. 68 minutes on the clock. Could be another chance on the way here. Sturridge to Adam Lallana. Can he maybe set something up? Sturridge to James Milner. Here is Adam Lallana. Plays through Mane. Sturridge. And it's 2-0. And that is game over now for Chelsea. 2-0 on the night. 4-0 on aggregate. And finally we've woken up. It was a dull first half. But finally we've got some goals. And Lallana did play a part in the goal. So that's good. Milner and Sturridge setting up well. And then Lallana playing through Sadio Mane. And then a square ball to Sturridge. And a goal. Good goal actually. Really good. Let's bring Henderson on. Just get another midfielder in there. Just try and control the last portion of the game. And it looks like we're going through to a cup final. So that will probably be the episode after next. Could be a chance for some silverware very early on in the save, which is good news. Let's just go defensive. Just a few minutes left now. Again, just a very solid performance. Lots of the ball. Chelsea having more shots than us, but no goals to show for it. Could be a third on the cards here. Sadio Mane with it. It's cleared though, or well, it's dispossessed I think. And that is all over. 2-0 on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. We've made it to the cup final, so that's good news. Excellent stuff. Nathaniel Klein has a gashed lower leg. Look at these injuries now, look at that. A gashed lower leg, 3 to 8 days, so he will miss the FA Cup game against Spurs and potentially the Huddersfield game as well. That's not good. As for Belotti, 3 to 4 days out with a bruised thigh. Hopefully we'll have him available for the Spurs game. And also Lallana is only for a day, so that's not too bad. Bruised foot. Seattle have made another offer, but it's non-negotiable. 11.75. It's not enough. It's not enough. I want like at least 15. I'm not happy about that, so we're going to reject it. Oh, we'll see who we're going to face in the final. Now, Southampton won 3-1 at Turf Moor against Burnley, so They're in control of the tie. It looks like it's going to be Southampton in that final game, but let's see if Burnley come out and upset at St Mary's. No, I can see that Southampton won 2-0 at home, so that's 5-1 in aggregate. Southampton convincing winners over Burnley. So it's going to be a Liverpool-Southampton Carabao Cup final. I think Southampton got to the cup final last season, didn't they? Yeah, they were runner-up in 2017. So a second straight cup final for Southampton. Are they going to be bridesmaids again? Hopefully, not the bride, because I want to win it. Okay, so we've got some very interesting fixtures coming up. 5 games to play off screen. Next episode then, we'll have the first leg of the Champions League last 16 tie against Leipzig, a huge game. Naby Keita facing his future club. In the same video, EFL Cup final against Southampton. That is a bumper episode, so do not miss it. But we will definitely be doing that, and then after that, we will jump into the second leg against Leipzig, and hopefully we'll have a run in the Champions League as well. We're still in every competition. We are dominating the league, so things are going very well. I just realised that's the first time that I haven't played Karius in the cup game, so I made a bit of a mistake there, but he will play in the Spurs game. We're going to leave it there. You know, nothing happened in the transfer window. Spurs game is in the following day, so we are going to leave it there. If this was a bit of a shorter episode, then I do apologise, but I feel like another live com would have made it too long, so we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like down below, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when it's up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. Next episode, it's a big one. So we've got the first leg of the Champions League last 16 away against Leipzig, and the EFL Cup final, the Carabao Cup final against Southampton. Can we get some silverware in our first season? Hopefully we'll get at least one trophy. So that is going to be the first chance for a trophy this season. Hopefully we can do it. But that's for next time. Don't miss it. It will be 5 o'clock, probably on Wednesday. So make sure you go and see it. But for now, thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.